Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm going to be working on the tie rod for my steering now, and since I don't really have the money to be getting the tie rods that I wanted to get, I'm going to have to start pulling together bits and pieces of stuff that I have around here and making it work by welding a bunch of stuff together. So I'm going to be initially posting this on my blog because I'm not a YouTube partner, so I don't have any advertisements and I can't, make any money that way. So I had to post this over on my blog because I've got advertisements over here. Hint, hint. But anyways, this is what I'm going to have to do. What I'll be doing is I'll be using these tie rod connections, and they're both right-handed threading, that I got from Bighead Odyssey on YouTube. He's also known as Bighead on DIY go-karts, but these were sent in one of the boxes of stuff that he was getting rid of, and he sent these off to me, so these are kind of a donation. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking these two, and I'll be taking this bolt, and I don't like the idea. A lot of people will use all thread for their tie rods. I don't like that. I don't like all that exposed threading, so I like a flat rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of tubing, and I'm going to take this bolt, and this bolt fits inside of here, fits inside of these. So I'm going to be taking this bolt, and I'm going to be sliding it in there, and I'm going to be welding it to this rod, like that. Just the bolt to the rod. This here is just so that way the crap from my weld doesn't affect the threads. Okay, that's only for protection. On the other side over here, well, after I get that welded, I'll have to then take it over, put these together, and then take it over to the Trike and then judge the distance, kind of eyeball it. And then once I figure out what my distance is, I'll have to cut the area off that I need to, and then I'll be taking these type of connectors right here that I got off of an old riding lawnmower, and I'll be sticking those on the ends here, and they won't be threaded, so I'll have to eyeball it and then weld it around there, and then that will be my tie rod connections on that end. This isn't the way I wanted to do it, but this is the only way I can do it for right now. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Okay, so this is what I've done for right now. I adjusted my pitman arm and my steering column straight up and down by using this clamp. So I need to solidify that. Then I need to make sure that my tire is going straight forward. This right here is my tie rod connector is screwed all the way in onto the bolt. This is facing straight forward. I want to do that so that way once I do this over here and make sure the dimensions are correct, make sure after I weld that, I want this to be screwed all the way in so that way I can unscrew it and tow in if I have to. Because then when I add that, it'll tow in the tire. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be cutting that off. Maybe, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Cutting that section off, and then I'll be beveling the edge so that way it'll fit like that, and then I'll be able to weld. Actually, but down here, you'll see. Oh, you shall understand the meaning behind my chaos soon. Yes. Alright, well, got that welded on. So what I'm going to be doing is, I was thinking about doing it this way, but I think I'll bring this down here. I think I'll do it that way. So what I need to do now is I need to drill it larger, because that end right there is larger than the hole is, so I have to drill a larger hole. There we go. Now, for the other side. I'm not going to put that on yet, because this tire might shift stuff further on down the way, and I don't want that to happen. So, I'm just going to start fresh with a new rod. Okay, so, now I got this one on. I better show you how I did this. I'm going to line this up. Stick this right in there. Got it positioned over there. So when I go to weld this, I'll be lining up my line here. Now I'll go and weld that in. Boogalaga, boogalaga, boogalaga. Boogalaga, boogalaga, boogalaga. Have you downloaded the someother app for your iPhone or iPhone Touch? It can actually tell you how many calories you're burning while doing the dancing. I'm not kidding. I guess you can tell you the calories you burn too. I think it's a pretty good idea. Filled with colorful flowers that was no line with beauty. It's utterly natural in every sense of the word. All right. Yeah, she's working. Alright, maybe I shouldn't get too rough with it. How's that? Is that pretty good? I hope so. That actually turned out a lot better than what I expected. Cool. Now will she be able to handle the aggressive nature of T-Man's driving? Whoa! That was cool! That was cool?
Yeah. Very cool.